it's Max here. I'm so happy to see you guys, even though you're at home. But, you know, I guess you're really lucky to be home and comfortable in your chairs. And, you know, I'm also happy to, you know, teach you English and to make up the class online. Alright, so, you know, this is a new book, but we're still gonna debate. However, it feels like I'm gonna explain more about what we are going to talk about. So make sure you guys listen because it's very important and it's gonna be a very fun subject. That's right. Alright, make sure you have your books, pencil, and just listen. Alright? It'll be fun. Alright, so take out your book, Exploring Debate. I think by now you should have it with you as we speak. So let's go to Unit 1. That's right. So we're gonna talk about fast food chains. We can talk about in Korea, fast food in Korea and where it comes from exactly, and a little bit of history as well. So of course fast food, we see it every day. Whenever you're in a bus or you take a walk, on your right or left side, you'll always see fast food. But we'll talk about that later on. Alright, so go on first page of the book, page 5, and let's see, let's look at what we see here on the first page. So, as you can see, we see a boy with, that's right, with a hamburger. Yeah. So, is a hamburger fast food? Yeah, it is. Now, let's write and think about what else is fast food. So remember, fast food is something that is quick, is cheap, and is really affordable, and you see it everywhere. Everywhere like McDonald's, Burger King, you know, Shake Shack, and so many other chains as well. Alright, so let's fill in here. So we have the hamburger, and we have to think about other food that are fast food. So number one is obvious one, hamburger. What about here? What can we write? Yeah, we could write that one. I think I'll go with hot dog, for example. That's another fast food. If you think hot dog is not a fast food, well, I completely disagree because it is. Hamburger as well. What else could be right? Yeah, we could write that one. So, French fries. Of course, when you go to McDonald's, you know, you order your set menu, French fries, hamburger, and a soft drink. Well, that's fast food. Let's think of other ones here. So many to write. We'll go with that one. I'm sure it's your favorite. It's everywhere in Korea and it starts with N. Could you guess what it is? Close enough? Or maybe you got it? Alright, so it is noodles. There's like an abundance of noodles in Korea and everywhere, especially in Asia. What else could be right here? We have pizza. Yummy. Alright guys, even though it's a vegetarian pizza, it's fast food. It's unhealthy because it's fried. There's oil and cheese. Yummy! But it's fast food. Let's look at the other one here. So, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. It's a Mexican fast food type of food. It's a dish and it's called... Do you know what that is? So it's a taco. I used to eat them a lot back home in Canada. And there's still some here in Korea. Very delicious. 2 more left. What could we think about? Yeah, so even though it's not a meal, it's still fast food. And I ate it today and it was very delicious. It's a donut. There's 2 ways of writing donut. I'm gonna go ahead and write it that way. And last but not least, we could write something that is one of your favorite in Korea. They're everywhere and it's very known in the world. Could you think what it is? Alright. Good. Fried chicken! Not kitchen. Because I know in Korea you guys say kitchen. So fried chicken. Yummy, it's so delicious. Alright, everyone got it? Yeah? Perfect. Alright, so let's talk about it. What is your favorite fast food restaurant? Let's name one of the most popular ones that you can think of. And I'm gonna write it down here. Exactly. So let's talk, well, maybe 5. I think that's good. Alright. 5. Number 1. Think of one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's good. I got Burger King. Is that a fast food restaurant? Yes. Let's talk about pizza. Okay? I'll go with Pizza Hut. Good. Let's go with someone that is Korean style. Starts with L. Yeah, I think you got it. Very good. Lotteria. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Lotte brand, it's Korea. If we think about both, the first two, Burger King, some of you guys might think it's Korean, but it's not. It's from America. As well as McDonald's. So we have Pizza Hut and Lotteria. What is the other one? They sell donuts. Good. Oh, not donut. Dunkin' Donuts. Yummy. What else could we have here? We have Burger King, Pizza, Lotteria, and Dunkin' Donuts. So I'm just gonna write here any fried chicken resto. So I'm gonna write resto because it's too long. So as in restaurant, any fried chicken restaurant, it's fast food. It's processed. It's unnatural. All that food that you eat, fast food, comes from factory. And factories process all that unnatural meat and they put them in the trucks and they go where? Yeah, they don't make it actually in the restaurant. They're making it in a factory. So that industry, they make the meat, it's not natural, it's really processed. So that being said there are chemicals that are trying to preserve the meat. That's why it's not natural. But hey, it does taste good, right? And I'm sure everybody likes fast food. But is it healthy? Well, let's find out. Good. All right. Now the question is, how often do you eat it? How often do you eat fast food? So when I say often here, how many times? How many times a week? How many times a month do you eat fast food? All right, that's good. So let's say here, I eat maybe once a week. What do you guys think? Once a week, is that good? Is that a lot? How about you guys? How often do you eat fast food? I think once a week, it's not bad. Alright. Some people actually don't eat at all. They never eat. And some always eat. But when you always eat, there are always consequences. Consequences means there are bad results if you eat a huge, excessive amount of fast food. And therefore it is detrimental. Detrimental means it has an effect for the future. The more you eat, the more it's detrimental for your health. Very good. Thank you for listening. All right, let's go on to the next page, all right? Alrighty. Alright, so we're gonna do a little bit of reading here. I'm gonna be able to read. Please follow up with me, alright? So, it's the obvious title, fast food. And remember, that's why it's called fast food. There's always positive and negative. And we'll talk about it later. So, let's take a look at it here. Number one, fast food is not a new idea. Exactly. It's not a new idea. Fast food has been there for many generations. Really long time ago, they've always had fast food. Is it McDonald's? It's not. But you can say something similar on the street. Anything on the street that is made fast and quick, that is fast food. Indeed it is. When did it started? Well, you'd be surprised when it started. It began. So, what does it mean from the verb? Right? It has started, it began a long time ago. So it began when? So here you have when people started to live in cities. Exactly. When people started living in cities like ancient Rome. Where is Rome? That's right, in Italy. A long time ago in Italy, did have fast food, real quick food on the street. And why would they eat it? Because they're so busy. They would be busy back in the days, and they would work, and then after there's some food on the street, and they would, trying to purchase, and then eat it quickly so they can go back to work. And it started a really long time ago. Fast food is not a new idea. It began when people started to live in cities, like ancient Rome. Many people could not afford a place, so not afford. It means can't buy, can't purchase. They don't have money, so they don't have the right amount of money to buy a place to live that had a kitchen. So because they don't have a lot of money to purchase a home that has a kitchen, they would go on the street and purchase fast food. However, nowadays has changed, and we will talk about that later. Alright, so many people could not afford a place to live that had a kitchen. Instead, so remember instead, Tishina, right? Alright, so instead, they went to small, cheap, and fast restaurants on the street for a simple meal. That's amazing. You could work and then right away you can grab something fast to eat. See, fast food has also some positive. Is it bad for your health? It is, if you eat a lot. But I bet you that everybody eats fast food. So they went to small, cheap, and fast. So small, cheap, and fast restaurants on the street for a simple meal. Back in the days, we can say that bread, wine, and noodles were popular and simple dishes. What does that mean, simple? It means it's not complex, easy to make, fast to make. Could you name something simple? Pizza is simple. You just put the dough, the cheese, the sauce, oven, done. What is simpler? A hamburger that is made really fast. But back in the days, it would be much simpler. Just bread. If you eat a lot of bread, white bread, it's bad for you. Now, so this was in the past, and now we're going to talk about the present. Now, fast food is different. Almost all of us have a kitchen. Exactly. So if you can add your parents, your home, your family, friends that you know, everybody has a kitchen. And everybody could make their own meals at their home. Now, almost all of us have kitchen where we can prepare our own food. I made chicken yesterday. I cooked it at home. I didn't need to go outside to buy, and I love to eat at home sometimes. Now, however, fast food restaurants are more popular than ever. It's true. Everywhere you go outside, you see a McDonald's, a Burger King, you can see a Krispy Kreme. If you're hungry, you go ahead and eat. It's so quick, it's so fast, right? Alright. However, fast food restaurants are more popular than ever. We can see them all over our cities, exactly like I said. Today, fast food is processed. What does that mean, processed, guys? I mentioned before, processed in a factory and brought to restaurants in truck. So it's not natural. It is made chemicals in a factory. They, when you eat like McDonald's, you don't exactly know what's inside the hamburger, especially the meat. So the patty is the raw meat that you eat in the hamburger, especially when you eat it from McDonald's, Burger King. It's processed. It's made chemically in a factory. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Processed in a factory and brought to restaurants in truck. Then it is assembled. What does it mean, assembled? That's right, put together. So if I assemble my hand together, 1, 2, together. It's assembled, put in places. Now, assembled and reheated when you order. So when you go to Burger King, basically they have the hamburgers, they put it in their bag, take the patty and put it where? They put it in the microwave. The microwave reheat the patty, reheat the hamburger, the meat. And then what do they do? Yes, they assemble it together. Very good. So many people believe that fast food is not healthy. That is correct. It's not healthy at all. Fast food is high in fat, so this is important. High in fat, but low in fiber. So I think we all know what is fat. Anything that's made with a lot of oil. And it's low in fiber. So what is high in fiber? Fiber, it contains nutrients that is made for like wheat, such as brown toast, and it's called wheat. Oatmeals, anything with oats is high in fibers. So fibers are very good for your body. Is fat good? It's not. Now, in fibers, it has too many calories. Yeah, so everything you eat has calories. So what is the right amount per day? You need 2,000 calories a day to maintain a healthy, balanced diet. That's right, guys. 2,000 calories, how much you calculate? Let's say this is a box of cookies on here. I know it's a book, but let's say it's a box of cookies. One cookie, let's say, oh my god, it has 150 calories. So if I eat a lot of cookies, I'm gonna pass the 2,000 calories, and it's bad for you. Without further ado, calories, and it is served in very large portions. So when you go to McDonald's, you order a Big Mac set, you get a big French fries, a Big Mac, hamburger pack, and a Coke for very cheap, and they come in large sizes. Right here, large portion. Alright, for these reasons, fast food is a major cause of obesity. So, what is obesity? Alright, so obesity causes diabetes, diabetes, and heart disease. Alright, so guys, obesity is basically that it means your body has a huge amount, an excess of fat. It's a person that is really fat and has a lot of, consume a lot of calories, and that is the result why they are obese. So obesity is an illness, actually. So when you, in the States, are about 20% of obesity of Americans are obese in America. That's a lot. So obesity causes diabetes and heart disease. This is a serious problem in the United States, where 20% of the population is obese. So it is a true fact that in America is a big problem, where a lot of Americans are actually really big, and you know, that's why we call them obese. All right, so that was the first slide, so I'm gonna go to the next one. Whoop. All right. All right, despite. What does it mean, despite? Oops. I don't have space. I'm gonna write it right here. Even though. Even though. So even though the problem of fast food, so even there's a problem, the industry continues to grow. So despite the problem, despite the fast food restaurants, the industry goes, you know, the problem that are so many obese people, the business goes higher than ever. They make a lot of money. They make so much money in fast food restaurants, unbelievable. So in countries like India, the fast food industry grows 40% every year. Even though we know it's not very good for us, we all crave. What does it mean, crave? It's a feeling inside. It's a feeling that you want more. We can say we want more. Or simply a feeling that you really want something right away. So for example, today I'm craving like pasta. I feel like eating pasta. What are you craving? Yeah, you could say you're craving pizza, you're craving hamburger, you're craving Korean soup. It's a crave. Very good for us. We all crave, so it means we all really want fast food because it's so good. Sometimes. Oh, I made a bad line here. Let me fix it. There you go. It's important to think about what we eat if we want to be healthy. For these reasons, we should carefully examine. So examine is like a test. You're testing something. You're examining a product. You're examining anything you can think of. You look closely and you observe. Carefully examine our fast food culture. All right. So let's take some notes. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay. I bet you guys are craving fast food right now. Mine as well. I'm really craving some hamburgers. Alrighty, let's answer some questions. I'm gonna zoom it out. I'm bad at it. Alright. When did fast food begin? So I'll give you a few seconds to look. I'm gonna skip. When did fast food begin? Did you guys find it? Good. So, when did it begin? Somewhere right here. When people started to live in cities. That's right. Why in cities? The more people there are, the more food they're gonna make, especially on the street because it's fast food. That's why we call it. Where is fast food made? I mentioned it before, and I hope you really remember. It starts with an F. It's big. Correct. Factories. It's huge. They make processed meat, and then they send it to restaurants. So, I'm going to write it here, in the factory. Alright. What does fast food not have enough of? We talked about it, and I mentioned it. It is made with oats, oatmeal, wheat bread. Yeah, very good. Fiber. I'm gonna delete this, guys. Please take note. Alright. And have enough space for you guys here, alright? Fiber. What does fast food not have enough of? So, the question is, what does it have a lot of? It has a lot of fat, and therefore it doesn't have a lot of fiber. How fast is the fast food industry growing in India? So remember, if you think of it, a lot of people don't have kitchens, and that could make sense that in India, there's a lot of amount of percentage of poverty. So poor people in some way that cannot afford a kitchen or cannot afford things to make food at home. However, India population is massive there, really big. So what's going to happen? They're going to sell food on the street. That makes it correct, fast food. And 40%. What do you think? Do you think it's growing? I think so. Just wait in 10 years. We'll grow even more. What health problems are caused by eating fast food? So the health problems, there's so many. So many. I'm just going to name a few from the books. Diabetes. And what is diabetes, guys? This is important to understand and learn. So please listen. Diabetes is an illness, a disease, that means that your body has a big amount, an excessive amount of sugar in your blood. So that is, and there's a lot of steps of diabetes, and like I mentioned before, that could be detrimental for your health. What health problems are caused by eating fast food? Diabetes, heart disease, heart condition, disease, right here. And therefore, because of that, you could be obese. So obesity is a problem. Good, did everybody write that down? All right. Let's talk about the next one. Oh boy. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. So we have despite, number 1. So what does despite mean? Despite means like even though, similar. Even though there's an issue, it's like the opposite of a point. Even though, despite. There's the beach is dangerous. Despite that is dangerous, I'm still gonna swim. Fast food is bad for you. Despite it's bad for you, I'm still going to eat. You're still going to eat. So, industry. So industry is, a factory. It could be an organization. It could be a clothes industry, food industry. It's like a department, basically, but really big. What is obesity? We talked about it. It's a disease that has an excessive amount of fat in the body. Examine, like I mentioned before, it's testing, observation, an assessment, but I'll write it down for you guys. Assessment is similar to examine. It's like an exam, basically. You've done it so many times. What is crave? That's right. It's a feeling for something. You really want to eat. You really want to feel, or it's a feeling inside your body that you want more. I'm feeling like a pizza today. I'm craving a pizza. It's like a feeling you want. Alright, I like to eat fast food. The fact that it's unhealthy. I like to eat fast food. The fact that it's unhealthy. Yes, very good. Despite. Alright, number 2. The oil makes a lot of money every year. That's right. Industry. It's easy. I have 1 here. Number 2. Alright. Doctors often, they're patients. What could we write here? Remember, doctors observe. Very good. So, examine. 2 more. Let's do it. So, is the condition of being extremely overweight. Of course, overweight, someone that has a lot of excessive amount of fat. So, we can write here obesity. Obesity. There we go. Number 5, sometimes we don't understand why we want something. I don't understand why I want it. It's because it's a crave, a feeling that you want. We just crave it. Give you 5 seconds. You can write it down. Despite industry, examine obesity and crave. Ready for the next one? Yes? All right. Good. Oh boy. Oops, I skipped one. Nope, that was the other one. Okay, let's talk about this one quickly. Alright, so think about it. Think about the advantage and disadvantage of fast food. So like I mentioned before, there's always, advantage means positive. Disadvantage is like something negative. Something advantage that could benefit you. So, here we have quick service. What could you think of that is an advantage for fast food? It tastes good. Write it down. Absolutely. Tastes good. You can say it's delicious. And we're talking about money. You can afford it. You can purchase. It's cheap. I love cheap things. Disadvantages, so there's more than one. Not enough fiber. Absolutely. Fiber is an important nutrient for your body and everybody needs it. It's unhealthy. I'm gonna write it down here, guys, alright? Unhealthy. And one more we could write here. Could cause, so, could cause diseases, or you could just write health problems, it's okay. Health problems. Tastes good, it's cheap, advantages, disadvantages, it's unhealthy, could cause diseases, and health problems. Good. You guys should write it by now. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright. So these are supporting opinions, and then we have a refuting opinion. So remember, what is refuting here? So refuting is something that you can prove. They are facts. Something that can back you up. So something you can prove will help you make an argument for a debate. So fast food is not healthy. Which one would that be here? That's right. I'm going to write it down here. Because it is high in fat and low in fiber. D. People are becoming more obese today. Why is that? A lot of people are becoming more obese, overweight. Because they eat food in very large portion, which is also high in calories. Remember what I mentioned? 2,000 calories is what you need to maintain a healthy diet. Alright, so C. It is easier for busy families to eat fast food. What is the magical word here? Busy! Yeah, they're busy, so they don't have time to make it at home. So we're gonna write, because it is cheap and very fast to make. C, so B, C, D. Fast food is more fun than cooking. It is fun, Because you can get toys. You can get toys and eat with your friends. I'm sure when you were a kid, where did you go? Hey, exactly. You went to McDonald's, you bought a Happy Meal, it made you happy. It was fun. So there's always toys in it. Alright, A. Let's finish it here. It takes too long to cook at home. So that's a refuting opinions. Let me lower it down here for you. And make it bigger. Alright. That's good enough, I think. It takes too long to cook at home. Why is that? That's not necessarily true. Many meals can be made quickly and are very easy to prepare. So, that would be, it doesn't take too much long to cook at home. You can make it easy very fast. Eating fast food will make you obese. What do you think about this one? Is that true? Only if you eat too much and do not exercise. If you don't exercise, you will be overweight. And of course, always eat fast food. If you live a healthy lifestyle and eat only a little fast food, you will not necessarily become obese. That being said, answer is D. It is too expensive to make dinner. Fast food is cheaper, right? So, that being said, what is the answer? Correct. C. That's not always true. Many meals can be made very cheaply. Often, it can be cheaper to cook at home. That is so true. Especially in Korea, I feel like a lot of things are expensive at home. From grocery stores. So I would have to go to, McDonald's or anywhere else that has fast food and quickly purchase it. And as it's easily fast made. All right, really easy to make. So let's go for the 4. Fast food tastes better than the food I eat at home. So that would be say B. That's easy to solve. Buy a cookbook and teach yourself to cook. There are many delicious recipes and make different types of food to try. So recipes is like a list of how to make food at home when you have ingredients. And there are a lot of instructions how to make something. Alright. So we have 2 opinions here, and we're gonna work this together, okay? Alright, number 1. So opinion A. I like fast food restaurants because they're fun. Hamburgers and French fries are more fun to eat because you can eat them with your hands. People are friendly and the colors are bright. My mom and dad take me to a fast food restaurant to cheer me up. Alright, so when I'm in a bad mood, of course, they know I enjoy the cheerful atmosphere. So atmosphere, guys, is like an environment in a place. How is the environment? How is the atmosphere? Is it a good place or a bad place? Is it a cheerful place? Does it make you happy? If they took me to a quiet, that's the opposite, boring, slow restaurant, it will only make me feel worse. Please circle the main idea in each point. So it's always usually the first one. It's always your point that you want to make. Therefore, I like fast food restaurants because they're fun. Simple. What could support this main idea? They're fun, therefore hamburgers, so that's number 1 here. Hamburgers and French fries are more fun to eat because you eat them with your hands. Good. So that's the supporting argument here, number 2, and that's the main. Alright, let's go to opinion B. What would be the main idea? So let's read together. I don't think fast food is real food. It looks, smells, and tastes very different from the food my mother makes. Also, after I eat fast food, I don't feel well. It makes me slow and heavy. I read that fast food has a lot of fat but no fiber. I drink fresh fruit. I think fresh fruit is important. So when I'm busy and don't have time to prepare my own meals, I bring some simple food with me. Apples and nuts or bananas and some raisins are portable and healthy to eat. That is true. Fruits, nuts are very important nutrient and type of food for you for your healthy diet. Always remember to eat those, at least 5 to 10 a day. Now that being said, what is the main idea in each opinion? Same thing as the first one. I don't think fast food is real food. So that's degree number 1. That being said, underline the supporting idea. It looks, smells, and tastes very different from the food my mother makes. That is right. There's nothing else better than your own home cooking food from your mother. So this is it here for that one. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, so here we're gonna have a dialogue. A dialogue, everyone, is basically a conversation. It won't be a debate. It will be me talking, actually. Alright? So I'm just gonna make it fast. Should fast food chains be allowed to advertise to children? Why or why not? I disagree. I think children shouldn't be targeted when it comes to fast food, but more or less adults, because they are the one busy. Children should eat healthy food as they grow. So it's very important to get your nutrients, vitamins. What do you think about all the trash that fast food restaurants create? They're not all trash. I think it's important for people to eat, and it's quick and it's fast. So it's not all trash at all. What are the advantages of fast food restaurants? We talked about it. It's quick, it's cheap, easy to make, and it tastes good. Why do you think fast food restaurants are so popular? Well, because they're everywhere. Could we say that it started from America? Not really. It all started maybe from a long time ago, like ancient Rome. Alright, so why do you think fast food restaurants are so popular? Well, that being said, everybody likes it. And 5, what is an example of healthy food? Name the food and explain why it's healthy. So I want you guys to write that down. It's very important. What is an example of healthy food? Name the food and explain why it's healthy. So I want you guys to write this down, and we will talk about it the next time we're in class. We will do a quick summary and recap. So we're gonna do a quick review about that. You can write a vegetable, and I give you a lot of hints before. Fast food chains should be prohibited from serving unhealthy food. What is prohibited? Prohibited means it's not allowed. Fast food chains should not be allowed to serving unhealthy food. I disagree, because a lot of people love it, and when you work and have a busy life, it could be helpful. So these 2 here, we will talk next class. For your homework, I want you to write an essay about fast food. And should we eat fast food? So I want you to think about it. We talked about fast food. Should we eat fast food? Yes or no? And I want you to write an essay on a piece of paper. Very simple. And I'm gonna see you next class. Alright? Alright, you guys have a lovely day. And I cheer up, guys. It's gonna get better. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.